Monday, Memorial Day, and I am on my way to work this morning. And we have had no big plans for the holiday weekend at all. In fact, I worked Friday and Saturday, and then I was off yesterday, and I was sick with my stomach all day yesterday. I did not go to church. I did not even get out of my pajamas all day. I laid on the couch, or, you know, yeah, basically just sitting up downstairs, just doing a whole lot of nothing. I ended up even taking a nap. Jimmy and I, with Maddie, we all just went to bed, and we slept for about 2 hours, so that was really nice. But I felt really just off yesterday. My stomach was upset, and I just didn't feel very good. So I didn't do much of anything. We made easy meals. I'm trying to think what we ended up having for dinner. Oh, for lunch we had just like these little pizza roll-ups where you put like string cheese and a little bit of pizza sauce and pepperoni inside of a croissant roll or crescent roll, and you just roll it up and bake it. So we had that with some applesauce for lunch. And then for dinner, we just did some bacon in the oven. I cooked about 2 packs of bacon in the oven on some parchment paper, sliced up some tomatoes, had some bagged salad, we toasted some bread, and we just made like throw together BLTs. So that was our easy meals yesterday. And it was just one of those days where I just, you know, I did a whole lot of nothing. So that's all right. But and then last night, because Maddie had a nap yesterday, she, oh, excuse me, she wouldn't go to bed. That little girl requires so little sleep that if she has a nap, she's up. So we were up a good bit. Too late, and then she tossed and turned a lot last night, as usual. You know, the saga with the bad sleeper. So anyway, I am working again at a location that tends to be quite slow, so I'm excited for that. The other day I worked here, and it's pretty close to my house, so that's a bonus. This is another one that's kind of close, but it's not the super busy one. It tends to be slower than the rest. So the other day when I worked here, I was pleasantly surprised at the number that we saw, and it was actually quite nice. I wasn't running the entire shift, and there was a good bit of downtime, and I was able to, you know, get some work in at work, and also, you know, do some work on the computer while I was there. So that was nice. It was nice. So I'm hoping for another day like that today. That would be such a blessing. We'll see. Especially since I didn't get tons of sleep last night. But I was just reading some comments on the video that I did about the will of God and intense opposition, and it just blessed my heart to see you guys' responses, and just to know that God has used things in my life and the words that I speak in some of my videos to really speak to you guys. You know, I mean, that's what I want to be. I want to be a vessel for his work. And you know, I know that a lot of times when I really feel something speaking to my heart, that it means that other people need to hear that message as well. So I am so thankful that some of you received a blessing out of it, that it spoke to your heart, and that you got some words of encouragement just to continue going. And life is tough. Life is tough. And you are not alone in those struggles. You are not alone, because, you know, a lot of times we go through life and we go through struggles, and we look around at our co-workers and our friends and the people that we attend church with, and maybe some of the people in our homeschool co-ops or whatever it is that you may be a part of, and you think their lives are so perfect, and they never seem to go through all of the hardships and struggles that, you know, me and my family go through. But I can guarantee you they do. They do. It may not be the same struggles, but they are going through, or have gone through, or getting ready to go through a struggle. And we just don't like to talk about that a lot of times. You know, people like to put their best face on. They don't want to appear to be groaning and moaning and complaining all the time about their struggles. But I know for me, like, if I see that someone else is going through a tough time, and they're open about it, and I can minister to them, and I can also be encouraged that we're all in this together, that there are days when things look very dark in my world, and I'm sure in your world too, and we can share in those times together, and we don't have to carry the burden of that on our own, because that can be such a heavy burden to bear, you know? I mean, there are struggles in life that are just so immense that you do not see a way out. You don't see, you know, the light at the end of that tunnel. And it is very, very easy to get into a place that is dark, a place that is not pleasant, that, you know, it's easy to sink into some self-pity, and it's easy to sink into some depression where you think, I don't even know why I try. I'm just going to stop trying. And I've been in those places, and we need to persevere. We need to persevere. We need to have faith that God will see us through. It seems like my husband and I, we hit these type of situations all the time. It seems like there's always something where we have to say, God, I don't know how we're going to do this. I don't know how things are going to work out. I don't know, you know, why this is happening, but we're going to trust you to see us through. And I can say that 100% of the time he sees us through. It may not be in the way that we expected him to, but he sees us through, and brighter days are always ahead. So we need to just cling on to that, and whatever your struggle is today that you're going through, whether it is in your marriage, whether it is just life that is just pounding away at you and you don't see the light at the end of your tunnel. You know, maybe the bills are stacking up and you don't have any way to pay them. We've been there. I've also, you know, gone through tough times in my marriage, and so I know what that's like. I think most husbands and wives do. And we just have to figure out a way to get through it. We have to rely on the Lord and trust Him to give us the tools that we need to make it through those times. Maybe you've been betrayed by a friend. Maybe your car has broken down. Maybe your air conditioner has gone out, and so there's just so many things. There's just, you know, maybe you have a child that has turned their back on you, that has decided that they're going to go their own way. And as painful as that is, sometimes you just have to let that be. And, you know, we've walked down that road too. So I can probably sympathize with a lot of struggles that you guys are having. I don't always talk about our struggles, but I just wanted to put a word out there that if you are going through something and you feel like you're just in a dark place, please don't be afraid to send me a message. Send me a message through Instagram, send me a message through Facebook, send me a comment just under the video for prayer, and we can just link arms and we can just petition the throne of God for your situation together, because, you know, the Bible promises us that where 2 or more are gathered in His name, that He is there. So we're going to gather together. It may not be physically together, but we're going to gather together in His name, and we're going to pray about your situation. And I can guarantee you that I will pray about your situation. So please don't feel like you can't reach out, because that's a bad place to be. I've been there too, where you feel like you don't have a whole lot of support or anyone to listen or understand what you're going through. I may not have any answers, and I'm probably sure that I will have no answers to your situation, but at least I can offer an ear, and I can offer prayer, and to me that's the most valuable help that can be given during a tough time. So that was just laid on my heart this morning to share. I felt after reading some comments that there was some people that really needed to hear that. I don't know why it is that we go through these really tough times, it seems like, right after you decide to really jump on board and do what the Lord has called you to do. But it happens, and it almost always happens, and it's happened to me, and it's so tough. It's so tough. But just know that, you know, we fight against the powers and principalities of evil. It's a spiritual warfare that we're going through, and we need to fight the spiritual battle and not just let it overcome and take us down. So that is all that I wanted to share with you guys. I am getting ready to go into work, and I hope you received a blessing from what I have shared today. And please send me your prayer requests, and I will be sure to pray for you. So I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I will see you all very soon. Bye-bye.